Welcome to the Warframe Weapon Encyclopedia, your favorite piece of Warframe media, where today we're checking out the Kuva Zarr, so sit down and relax wherever you are. So, the only way to get this weapon is by vanquishing a Kuva Lich that's wielding it. Now, just in case you don't know how to do that, don't worry because I recently made an updated guide for hunting Kuva Liches, and I will link it in the video description. The Kuva Zarr is a cannon that has two different fire modes. The first one is, well, cannon mode, which fires a massive cannon bolt that explodes in a ginormous area and releases 3 smaller bomblets that also explode. The second mode is grape shot, or rather barrage mode, which is a shotgun blast with a base multi-shot of 10 and very tight spread. You can also see that the Kuva Zarr loads in 1 cannonball at a time, which means the reload is quite long. When in cannon mode, the weapon will do a little bit of impact damage with the actual cannonball, which then explodes in a 7-meter radius for a ton of blast damage. This mode has a 25% crit chance, a fantastic 2.5 times crit multiplier, and very nice status chance of 31%. When you switch to barrage mode, the base multi-shot jumps up to 10 and the weapon does primarily puncture damage with a decent amount of impact and slash on the side. And you're given a 37% crit chance with a 2.5 times crit multiplier and a status chance of 9.7% per projectile. Plus you also gain 1.6 meters of innate punch through. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the Kuva Zarr will load in 1 round at a time, which unfortunately with a 5-round magazine results in a reload time of 4.2 seconds, which is almost unforgivably bad. Luckily, you don't have to load the entire magazine every time, you can stop at any point and start firing again. Now, the Kuva Zarr is basically just a straight up upgrade over the standard Zarr. It does more damage, has more crit chance and more status chance. The barrage mode does do significantly less damage, it's 500 compared to base 800, however, since this is a Kuva weapon, you're gonna get a bonus extra damage type on the weapon based on the Warframe you spawn the Lich with. And for the Kuva Zarr, I would honestly recommend Toxin because it works with both corrosive and viral. And finally, I just quickly want to mention that the weapon gains more mod capacity and you extract more mastery from it as you put on more and more forma up to a maximum of 5, so if you want to squeeze the maximum out of this thing and unlock the ability to install a lens, you're gonna have to put on 5 forma. Now for the build, there are kind of like 2 things you can do here. You can either go with the big boom chat build where you run primed firestorm and you go for corrosive for big damage, or you can go the DPS Andy route where you run vital and hunter munitions. No matter what you do though, you definitely want to run some sort of reload speed, whether that be maxed out primary merciless or primed fast hands. Now, this is one of the best weapons in the game because it has 2 fire modes that are both really good at what they do. The cannonball mode is amazing for massive AoE damage, and the barrage mode has ridiculous single target damage. It will one-shot 99% of things you shoot in the face with it. The only bad thing about the Kuva Zarr is the ammo economy. It is pretty bad. You have 10 shots in total and an ammo pickup of 1. So it can get a little bit sketchy even with ammo mutation. But that is literally the only downside. This weapon is amazing, it does great damage and it's a ton of fun. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.